Where's my table? I don't get one. That's fine, not a problem. I'll get it myself. No, do we do things different? Everyone else got half an hour to speak on love and joy and whatnot. I've got 10 minutes, and I've got to do 2. So hard. But I just want to say a massive warm welcome to everyone in the room. If you're new here, then you are so welcome. If you have been here for a long time, you are welcome. But no, you are still so welcome. We love you lot so much. But also, kids, hands up if you're a kid in the room. Adults, you are allowed to put your hand up as well. If you're childlike at heart, that's fine. Yeah, good stuff. Welcome, children, youth. You are children still, so I expect you to put your hands up. But still, welcome, everyone. It's great to have you all just coming up to the really busy Christmas period. Who was out shopping yesterday? Bit of last-minute shopping. There's a few people. I know Mum was desperate to find some bits. But I am here today to talk about love and joy. Now, not joy, even though we would love to speak about joy. We're just talking about the love and joy that Christ brings and reminds us of at this time of year. Now, personally, I was trying to think, what am I going to do to involve a bit of Christmas within this message? And I was like, Bible, Christmas, treasure. Treasure is going to be our focus today. So, my lovely wife is at the back of the room, and she was going to bring this up. However, she's just with the little one. So I'm going to ask the lovely John. John, would you mind just grabbing my treasure that's next to you and bringing it forward? I was going to have a placard that said, give an applause. So can we give an applause for John? Thank you, John. He's not quite my lovely wife, but he is still lovely. So, thank you, John, for the treasure. A little bit less hair, John, you're not wrong. All right, so here is my treasure. My box brimming with treasure. I'm going to be asking a couple of people to come forward and value the contents of this box. Okay, the treasure that's inside. Now, I don't know if some of you watch Antiques Roadshow, but the show has started early today, valuing this treasure. Elijah. Can you be? I can't even open it. Elijah, would you mind opening the box? And can you give a value for the treasure that's inside, please? £20. £20. Thank you, Elijah. Much appreciated. I maybe would have gone slightly higher, but £20 is fine. Jenny, would you mind coming forward and telling us the value of the contents of this box? Oh, interesting.
I know it's valued people who have given their lives to it in the past.
Wow. People have given their lives for this treasure in the past. Now, Mum, I know you're on duty at the back, so I'm going to bring it to you. Because you're overseeing everything. Can you have a look in the box? Make sure no one else can see. Ron's trying to get a sneaky peek. Can you have a look? Can you tell me the value of what's inside the box? The drama there as well.
Everything I have for this.
The drama of a Moss. Oh, my word. So Janice Moss would give everything that she has for the value that's inside this box. Now, Elijah, I don't know if you could tell that was slightly scripted, but Elijah, just to give him a bit of credit, you went, can I not say more than 20 quid? And I was like, well, why? And he's thinking in his head, because you know what? That object actually costs a lot more. You're downplaying it, Ali. Elijah, would you mind getting what's in the box out? Thank you. Let's have a look. Let's see what the treasure is. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's a Bible. Is it? Oh, and a pen. That wasn't meant to be in there. Oh, well. There you go. Oh, and a Christmas card. It's a true treasure box. I had to put Edna's Christmas card somewhere this morning, so I won't forget. Thank you, Elijah. Put it back in the box. Now, some of us might receive some treasures, some gifts this Christmas, okay? Some of you might get a Bible. That would be lovely. If you've come into this room today and you don't know church that much, yeah, you may have stumbled in after a hard week. You've been a few times, maybe you're searching for something. There is a treasure here today that's more than just a box. So much more than just a box. There's a Bible in there. That's a treasure to a lot of us. It's a treasure to Elijah. We see him reading it a lot. But also, you've got to do more than that. Got to do more. I could have that Bible, kids, adults, sat on the end of my bed on a chest of drawers, and it sits there gathering dust. Imagine if you got a rocket ship, kids. Oh my word. Has anyone seen Wallace and Gromit when he gets that rocket ship? Imagine if it just stayed in your garden the whole year, and you were looking at it and you were like, oh, well, I've got a rocket ship. It does nothing. That rocket ship could send you into space and see all the beauty and the majesty of creation. But it's just sat there. Your Bible can show you the beauty and majesty of the King of Kings. Yeah? If you open it and use it like if you used a rocket ship, it can show you so much more. That's our treasure we're talking about today. In the Bible, there's a story about a pit of treasure. And you know what? God has been so kind to us that he's giving us some treasure. And he's placed it in a field. And some of us, as we go about our daily lives, I'm going to hop onto the stage here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the speaker. There we go. Some of us may have entered, as I've already mentioned, stumbling. We're really struggling this week. Maybe you've had a really hard one. It's been busy at work. Kids, maybe in English you got a couple of spellings wrong and your head's down in the playground. And all of a sudden you, stumble across a treasure. Maybe you've had a great week and you're skipping through your playground at school and you've done awesome on your spelling test and your teacher's giving you gold stars. And all of a sudden, I've stumbled into a treasure. There's a story in Matthew 13:44. Matthew, can we get it up for us? Thank you, Michael. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, we're going to pause there. Two things our message is about: love and joy. God, in his love, has given us a treasure. It's there to be found. Yeah? Kids, it's there for you to find it. Find it. Take it. It's yours. Sounds like a line out of Troy. I love it. Take it. It's yours. He loves you so much. But they're not two separate things, love and joy. They go together beautifully. John mentioned last week, it's not a liking, an extreme liking. Joy is very different to liking something or being happy about something. When it's God and his love, it produces joy. Look what he did. Can we read it, kids? Have a look. It says, when a man found it, he did it again, and then in his joy went and sold everything that he had and bought that field. In his joy, he went. He looked at it, and he understood it, of all the beautiful things it can tell us about Jesus. And he went and sold everything. A bit like what Mum said, or Janice to some of you. She would give everything to obtain this. Like what Jenny said. People have died over this. Yes, you can obtain it for £20. But there's so much love in here. And it produces so much joy. People would give everything to have it. Everything. It's followed by another story. It's amazing how Jesus uses lots of stories. Michael, can you get the next one up? Oh, there you go. It's there. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. And when he found one of great value, he went away and everything he had, he sold. And he bought it. Some people might stumble upon a treasure. They just randomly find it. If they're not even looking for God. But in this one, someone's looking. You may be someone in the room today just looking for a treasure, some wisdom, some knowledge. How do I live life better? But finding this one pearl, this one of great value, beyond £20, beyond money, you realize its true value. Yeah? It is an incredible thing to find. And we're very fortunate that there's a number of people in this room who have found it 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, whatever it might be. They found that great thing and they have valued it so much since. But I want to test you today. I want to leave you with this. For some people in the room, you may have found that pearl already and you truly know it's treasure. For some of us, and I've done this at times in my life, that pearl has remained in its little box once I've found it and I've given everything in my heart to him. And it just sits there. Sits on that chest of drawers. I found this treasure in my youth and I've just left the treasure. Maybe in the back of the closet. And I've forgotten about it. Maybe today's the day where you bring that treasure to the forefront of your mind. I've listened to a song this week called First Love Fire. And it says over and over again, I want to fall in love with you again. This treasure, kids, this present that you may have received and it now just sits, annoyingly to parents, in the back of a closet and you've never used it again. We can't do that with Jesus. We can't do that with the treasure that he is, with his kingdom. If we want him in our lives, he must be a treasure that we behold and keep. That fine pearl, that treasure in a field. So that's a challenge for us all. Where is that treasure? If you don't know what that treasure is, please, please, this Christmas, find it. It's there to be found. And it will change your life. Lovely. Thank you.